So here are some quick tips on how to create poses in animation. So before starting the pose, make sure that you know the mood, the emotion, and the attitude of the character. And who is the character? A girl, a boy, uncle, kid. Who is the character? And what is the character doing? Once you are sure about these things, then you start creating the pose. Number one thing, you need to start your pose from the bottom. That is, adjust your legs first and then go to the hip, the pelvis, hip, and then the torso, and then the neck and head, and the shoulder and hands. Why from bottom to top? Because root joint is the pelvis joint. And if you try to do something in the torso or the head at the first place, then when you change your hip or pelvis, all the pose from the torso and head will change, and the hands as well. This is the first tip. Second is you have to take care of the line of action. So when you create the pose, you see this pose, the line of action is very, very clear. And as I said, the mood, the character is happy. She is dancing. And while dancing, she went into this pose. And you have to check the camera as well. From the camera, it should appear very clear. The silhouette should appear very clear. There should not be any overlapping. If you see this, like suppose this is the camera, then you can't see the other hand. Then this will not make sense. This would not be the correct pose. So whatever your camera is, in the camera, your character should be clearly visible. What is the pose? And the viewer should understand about the pose. If you can see this pose, you can understand, right? That she is dancing. Again, next is the weight. Make sure the weight is correct. And I was mentioning about the arc. If you see this, from the back, you can see the arc, line of action. From here, you can see clearly. From here as well, you can see clearly, right? So this is line of action. And as I said, it should not collide. Silhouette should be clear. If I go to the next pose, you can see the weight, the line of action, right? The curves, right? The line of action. Again, into some other pose. Again, if you see this pose, right? The expressions, the elegance of the pose, line of action. There is no intersection, no overlapping. Both the hands are visible, both the legs are visible, head is visible, right? The weight on the hip. Everything is clear, right? From this angle, any angle you see. Right? So this is how you should create the poses. Again, this, right? As she is holding, her body will rotate, right? Not only the hand. Here there is some issue that we can resolve it. Line of action, again, if you see the silhouette, correct. Head, hands, legs, everything is clearly visible, right? This thing from this angle. So this is what you need to take care while creating the pose. If you are looking to become an animator professionally, follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you in the next video with some another tips of animation. Bye bye. Take care.